All right, greetings, everybody. Good morning. It's Kenny J with G.O.B.E Trade House. I'm going to welcome everybody to the Coffee in the Morning with G.O.B.E. All right, we do this call every Monday through Friday at 10 a.m., giving you motivation, inspiration, and strategy. All right, today is W.O.W Wednesday, Women of Wealth Wednesday. We're very excited. I have my pink on this morning, representing our representing our beautiful women inside of the Women of G.O.B.E. All right, our leaders. Okay, we're super excited to celebrate this day. This is one of my favorite days of the week. They are out here, really representing for the ladies inside of G.O.B.E Trade House and just overall the entrepreneurs, all right, overall inside of our organization. And every Wednesday, they're dropping nuggets. So I got my pen and pad out today. I want to sit back with my popcorn, right? I'm not really eating popcorn. I'm just a metaphor, all right, that that we're just going to hear these all these nuggets this morning. All right, very excited about that. Okay, so obviously, guys, we're coming off a live trade session last night. All right, I just saw right before the call, we just hit TP on Swiss franc JPY. All right, and we also had a loss on USD CHF, so we broke even last night. So I want to just do a quick trade review before we started off the call, and I went ahead and passed it over to the Women of G.O.B.E leadership. Okay, so if you guys just bear with me for one quick second. Let me know if you can see my screen. Oops. All right, give me one moment, you guys. All right, I think it's pulling up here. Okay, so those who are able to, if you guys want to, if you guys remember these marks last night, if you want to pull up USD Swiss franc, all right. So USD Swiss franc, when I see stuff like this, it just makes me laugh. Okay, I'm just a competitor, so when I see the charts and I see a long bullish candlestick like that and it shoots up, so all this activity happened over, I believe, an hour. Let me see here. Let me pull back. All right. So it all happened within this hour candlestick. So last night, oops, let me go ahead and pull that right back to where it was. Boom. All right. So last night, we got into this trade. All right. Where price was really right about here at 0.88712. All right. The reasons why we got into this trade, okay, we had multiple hour candlesticks that closed below our 50 moving average. All right. And we had it come back and retest the zone, also closed below our 10 as well. All right. Obviously, we are within overall, we're within a downtrend on this trade. So we're bearish. So when we're bearish, we're looking for what? We're looking for sales, right? So we do not want to trade against the trend. Now, what this trade did, after our hour candlesticks closed below our 50, it came back up, retested the zone as expected. And it did, for the most part, what we thought it was going to do. All right. It came down, price came down, it shot down here, and it got really close to TP. Honestly, it kind of wicked right around 8.5, almost 9 pips. So it really should have hit TP. It was right there. Okay. But after it wicked and hit this particular zone, it decided to do its own thing and retrace, all right, and go back. So this is where everything changed. This trade ended up, let me go ahead and pull up my Pathfinder. It shot up, it broke our 50, it broke our 10, okay? And it just kept going, right? It retested this zone, and right before this morning when I woke up, I saw everybody talking about it in the chat. Okay. And so I made a comment that it's looking like it's going to wick at the zone, and that has been respecting for some time. All right. And then it was going to bounce off of this resistance zone, and it was going to start heading back down and eventually complete our take profit. Right. But in 1 hour, we got a long bullish candlestick. Okay. That pretty much took out maybe around 20. This one candlestick was over 20 pips. All right. So this 1 hour candlestick, right when the New York session hit, it pushed, it wicked out past our 35 pip stop loss, went around 40 pips. It wicked out and it started heading back down. So now it's heading back to the zone. I still think this was a fake out. All right. Anybody in the chat is still in this trade by any chance? Let me get a 111 in the chat. I'm personally still in this trade. Let me get a 111 in the chat if you're still in this trade, guys. Okay. So we have some of our more experienced traders who probably saw this and decided to move their stop loss completely or just push their stop loss back. I took my stop loss off on this trade. Okay. If you did hit stop loss on this trade, don't worry about it. You did the right thing. The parameters were set. We believe in our trades. Okay. And sometimes that happens. All right. But once you start gaining more experience and gaining more knowledge and wisdom, understanding how these charts move, you might be somebody who could look at this trade and say, I'm going to remove my stop loss. All right. But as a new person, you definitely want to go ahead and keep that stop loss on. All right. But you could see it's pulling back. Look at that long wick right there. Oh my gosh. That is a super fake out. All right. That's a pump fake right there. Okay. Look at that thing. All right. So now I think it's heading back towards the route we initially thought it would. If I pulled up my regression tool, you guys would see that this is the same zone that has been respecting. It's kind of creating a lower low right here. Sorry, a lower high, that staircase. It just respected the zone, bounced off it, and now it's heading back down. Because again, you don't want to trade against that trend. And this zone has been respected for a long time. This zone has been respected with my regression tool. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now 6 confirmations. So now I think it's hitting the zone, bouncing back, and it's going to come back and it's going to smash our TP. All right. Patience equals profits, but this did hit the stop loss. So this does count for the run up the bag challenge. So we are now 15 for 19. 15 for 19 because we won the Swiss franc Japanese yen. If you actually made profits on the Swiss franc Japanese yen, all right, and pretty much broke even, let me get some dollar signs in the chat. Okay. Let me get some dollar signs in the chat if you won this trade. Okay. So this trade did exactly what we thought it was going to do. All right. As you know, I've been hawking this trade, this pair for a long time. This is my favorite pair, Swiss franc Japanese yen. All right. We have it marked up all the way back until June of last year. All right. Creating these beautiful double tops, these beautiful double bottoms. All right. And I think the eventual trajectory of this trade is going to hit way down here in this zone, but it's going to take weeks, maybe even a month or so, or 2 months. But we're going to eat on this pair because we have it marked up, right? And we know where it's going. So we got into this pair just wanting 10 pips. And the reasons we got into this trade are based upon our 8 confirmations, okay? So we got into this pair because we had our hour candlesticks close above our 50 and our 10, all right? We were in an uptrend, all right? And what we were waiting for was we wanted to see an hour candlestick or multiple hour candlesticks close on this support zone right here, okay? Because it busted through our resistance zone, it came back, retested, as you see right here, and we decided to get in right around here, okay? Right around 116,963. What ended up happening was it pulled back about maybe around 15, 12, 13, 14, 15 pips, right in that zone. It was a fake out. Anybody who held it, it did exactly what we thought. It came back, retested, pushed up, busted through our TP, and now I think it's headed back up to the zone as we previously predicted right now, and it's looking really good, right? We have a buy signal on our buy sell indicator. We have our parabolic SARs showing us we're good to go. We got long bullish candles, which represents momentum in the markets, right? So now we've gotten our 10 pips on this trade. So, right, so we're 15 for 19 on the run up the back challenge. That was a quick trade review. So everybody get their mouthpiece ready, get your gloves back on. All right, get your Vaseline or whatever, right? Because we're going back in the boxing ring tonight on the run up the back challenge. Okay, and we're gonna go for our next 2 trades. Okay, and we're gonna try to finish off this challenge strong. Right now, if we're able to finish it off, it would be 26 through 30, which is about 87%. Okay, so we're still in a very good striking zone to finish this off with high accuracy. So very excited about that. All right, so other than that, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and pass it over to D to go ahead and start off the Wow Wednesday. D, how you feeling this morning?
Hey everybody. You know, honestly, Kenny, I'm okay. I just had a call from Chica, so she's not going to be able to join us this morning. Is Andron on here? I just want to make sure she's here. Yes. Okay. I see
I'm
you.
here, sister. I'm here.
So just to share with the family that Chica kind of had a downturn in terms of COVID this morning. She's really struggling, so she's heading to the hospital right now. So keep her in prayer.
Yes, everybody definitely say some prayers for Chica. I didn't even know about that. Prayers up definitely for Chica. Um, Most definitely. Wow.
Okay. So she already had an appointment with one of her specialists today. So um, it sounds like she just needed to be seen a little bit sooner than her appointment. So give me just a minute.
Most definitely. Most definitely. Okay. Everybody, let's just take a moment. Just put some positive vibes out there for Chica, our sister. She's gonna be she's gonna be fine. All right, for a speedy recovery. We know how much this pandemic have affected a lot of people's families. It's worrisome. So uh, prayers up for our sister for a speedy recovery.
And not to get too spiritual, good morning everybody, but
Good morning,
anytime
bro.
it's two anytime it's 2 or 3 together in agreement with something, it's gonna come to pass. So everybody putting amen and prayers in the chat. So we'll speak it as if it's already done because it is already done. Um, so yeah, Chica is a big part of our family. So if we all in agreements on this, it's nothing to be worried about. We have more fear, we have more faith than fear. Okay, so always know that, always believe in your higher being or whatever. Um, so I know who I believe in, and I'm pretty sure you all do as well. So with that being said, just have faith, trust the process, trust your higher power, and things will be fine. So I just wanted to say that real quick.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you, Joe.
Okay. Whew. So I didn't know that was going to hit me the way it did because even when you may have seen me pick up my phone at the beginning of this call, she had called me and I was thrown off just to let us know that, she won't be able to join us and she sends her love to everybody here. So Um, so it is Wow Wednesday, Women of Wealth Wednesday, and I wanted to come on. You know, last time we spoke about wow, we did touch on the subject that wealth is, there's numerous things that play into wealth, right? So I wanted to come on today and really talk about the real ideal of wealth that a lot of people see, which is finances and money. And you know, I have a real estate client who is a woman, and she had recently gone through a divorce, and she was really nervous about going through the process of home purchase because she had never really been in charge of finances for her household. And so now she's, you know, at this new area, this new pivotal moment in her life, and it was a huge step for her. And so I actually went online and pulled up a few statistics, and according to CNBC, women between the ages of 20 and 34, um, about 56% of women between the ages of 20 and 34, as well as women over the age of 51, it's about 54%, are more likely to leave their financial planning to their spouse. Did you guys know that? So, you know, I'm still trying to keep my composure here with all that I wanted to say. I'm just curious to know how many people are in the financial industry in some aspect, whether it's credit repair or financial planning or taxes, that type of thing. Put a 111 in the chat because I know we have a lot of professionals out here. Awesome. That's wonderful. So, you know, that's awesome. I love to see that we have so many financially savvy people here in Go.B Trade House. And then also that we can still learn from one another, because I'm not going to profess to be the most, like, I know everything, you know, in terms of investing. When it comes to investing, it's interesting. According to Family Finance, only 52% of women feel confident about investing, as well as paying the bills, budgeting, paying off debt, compared to 68% of men. So 52% women feel confident. And that's interesting to me. You know, I have never been married, so I've only been able to take care of me. But I'm curious out there, if you are if you are in a married household, and you are the woman of the household and you're in charge of the finances. Let me see a 222 in the chat. I'm curious. Hey, Narkita, Chelsea. All right. Wow, look at that. A lot of women. That's awesome. I love it. So it's interesting that, let's see. Found a confident woman who just took the bills. I heard that. Okay, Lorraine, not married now, but when you was, you did take care of the finances. And it's interesting that women will take care of the household finances. You know, those things that we have the daily spending and daily use of. But statistically, when it comes to investing, we're on the lower side of the scale in terms of percentage and feeling confident. And so I'm glad to see that there's so many women here in Go.B Trade House who are handling the books. So, you know, one of the things that when it comes to investing too, I wanted to touch on that a little bit. You know, of course, here at Go.B Trade House, we're all investors because we're investing in the foreign exchange trade market. And so when it comes to investing, for me personally, it's, you know, again, it's about building that generational wealth. So while we're here building our generational wealth within Go.B, you guys don't overlook the other opportunities of investing in other places if that hasn't crossed your mind already. So one proponent I'm a big fan of course, being a realtor, is home ownership. You know, if you don't currently own a home, I encourage you to consider becoming a homeowner. And I'm just curious out there because I know that a lot of realtors or we have a lot of entrepreneurial realtors. Are there any other realtors in Go.B Trade House? I know Carlos is one, but any other realtors? Drop a 111. Anybody else out there in real estate? No? Wow. Okay. And so, that's one way of building residual income too. So my Go.B Trade House money may not be able to take care of me all the way yet residually, but of course investing in real estate has helped me and pretty much does take care of me in addition to me working as a realtor. So I encourage you guys. Yes, a landlord. Yes, yes. All right, Michelle. Yes, you will be this summer. We got big goals. Let's get it. Yes, you will. Yeah, learn eventually, and you can get there. And so, being a landlord, I have multiple properties. It doesn't come easy as far as the extra headaches that come with it, but the profits are very rewarding. So I encourage you guys to look at that as another tool for investment. So I just wanted to offer 4 best practices for money goals that I read an article about that I want to share with you guys. So the do's and the don'ts. So the first thing is do rely on a system and don't rely on willpower. And so, for example, of course, have bill pay set up that's automatic. Have an automatic savings plan. Something that is automatic that you don't have to be in control of, because if you're using your own willpower, you're less likely to do it. Okay, so rely on a system and not your willpower. The second thing is focus on habits and don't focus on outcomes. So refocus your money goals on daily, weekly, monthly habits. Did I say habits? Yeah, do focus on habits. Don't focus on outcomes. So again, daily, weekly, monthly habits. And so I actually, for me, in this Forex journey, I have a monthly amount that I'm willing to risk and see what happens. If it grows, great. If it goes away, then I'm just out for the month. I'm just going to be, on my demo account. So, focus on habits, okay? Not necessarily the outcome. Of course, well, I'll get to the other part because that comes back. Number 3, do stay flexible. Don't stay rigid. So one of the most common pitfalls of us, the finances and money, is failing to update our financial goals as our circumstances change. So schedule time on your calendar to actually sit down and review your financial goals. So be flexible. If you're not reaching that goal as fast as you anticipated, it's okay to adjust it. Just take a look at it and pay attention to it to see if you're progressing. And so don't forget about that. So just make sure you take time to review. And then the last one is do stay committed. Don't try to be perfect to your money goals. And so rather than giving up for failing to be perfect, give yourself credit for staying committed. And that right there is really what we're here to do at Go.B Trade House, right? Because what did we just experience this morning? Some of us, well, majority of us, because I know I wasn't looking at my trade. So I hit SL, I hit my stop loss. So rather than giving up for failing or not reaching my take profit or trying to be perfect, I'm going to give myself credit because I'm still going. I'm not giving up. I'm going to take another trade. I'm going to keep going. I'm still in this. And so don't try to be perfect, although we are striving for perfection to get those 30 consecutive successful trades. But you must commit to the process. So don't be discouraged in this process of, running up the bag, that $100 or $50 or $500, whatever it is that you chose to start with this month. Stay with it, stay committed. Whatever your money goals are, revisit them. So I just wanted to share those best practices on an article that I read, and I'm going to pass it back to you, Kenny. Thanks.
Absolutely. From entrepreneur salute. All right. D has a lot of information, a lot of nuggets. I follow you on social media and all of the information you're always sharing about marketing and entrepreneurship, marketing stuff as a realtor. I actually dibble and dabbled in real estate a little bit. Whenever I worked with Carlos at a brokerage out here called Clayton Nash out here. So Carlos was a realtor for that brokerage, and I was a manager over a sales department. I was doing lead generation. So I was managing like 12, 13 realtors and teaching them how to market and stuff like that. It was something I did for 2 years. I got a lot of stuff I learned on that job I actually apply in this business. So just management skills and stuff like that. So these are things that how many people feel like some of the success that you're having inside of G.O.B.E or as an entrepreneur, some of those things that you learned training on your job back in the day are actually helping you right now. All right. How many people feel that way? Because even though you may not, even though those things that you're learning on the job, even though you're using those skills for someone else's company or someone else's dream, it doesn't mean that you can't take those same skills and apply it to your own. All right. I was spent so many years in the collections industry. I was a bill collector for like for 12 years, but I wasn't a regular bill collector. I was one of those, I was a pretty good bill collector. I'm not gonna lie, right? So I did I did legal collections, I did insurance, I did commercial, I did consumer, I did all types of stuff. All right. And some of those sales techniques for me, collections was like reverse sales, right? Because I have to sell the debt back to you, which was like kind of hard to do. But anyway, I kind of blame a lot of my sales techniques and tactics on jobs that I've worked in the past, other multi-level marketing companies that I've been involved in. Okay. But now we're just applying it to a business that we own. And those things are manifesting and having success. But the thing is that you're now investing it into you. Okay. So I just wanted to just say that really quick because you can see that D is full of so much skill and knowledge about being an entrepreneur. And I think that's why she's having success inside of this program. All right. And understand playing the long game. So salute to you for that information. Very powerful. So let me go ahead and bring up our sister Andron and see what she has for us this morning. Andron, how you feeling this morning?
I am doing well. Too blessed to be stressed.
Too blessed to be stressed. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Let me go ahead and pass it
Yes,
to you.
sir. Well, prayers going up to our sister Queen Chica. I recently beat COVID, and I mean that's a lot for me. I've had my struggles with health over the past 2 years, but a long-term struggle I've had is asthma. So combining that with COVID is definitely not something to play with, but most definitely I was able to beat it. It took me longer than the rest of the family that caught it, and we have no idea how we caught it. And so this is definitely a pandemic zone because it's one of those things that you would intentionally avoid as best as possible. However, it could happen to anyone. And what's weird is my brother doesn't really leave the house, and he's the first one who got it. I mean, he goes like 2 places a week, and that's it, max. So he blames Amazon packages for Christmas. But that's his mindset. And so it could happen to anyone, and we all know Chica has a beautiful spirit. Her spirit will beat this. I was able to recover for the most part. The only thing I got is the fatigue, but that's as a woman, we know fatigue is nothing that can stop us. And so for Chica, she just needs a lot more rest and to take it easy and kind of just to let God heal her body to the best it can be. And it might take a few months before she's feeling 100%. But I fully agree that even in a downturn when you're feeling horrible with this COVID virus, speaking from my own testimony, I mean, I had days where I had fevers and I couldn't hold food down, I couldn't smell, I couldn't taste. Um, and some of it did get a little scary, but I didn't let anybody know. I kind of suffered in silence because I didn't want anybody panicking. And so you can't let yourself panic and you can't give in, and you kind of just got to push through this. So, and that's kind of with anything in life, you have to know yourself and really push through all of the hardship And sometimes we suffer in silence, but remember, we're all here. And so regardless of what you're doing, if you're having a rough time, just let us know. We're going to support you along the journey. So that way you can stick with this long term, because this is an investment in your future, an investment in yourself. And I put together a poem last night for everybody. It's called a day as a day as a trader is what I named it. And if you guys come up with a better title for this after the call, message me or whatnot, and I would love to change it for you. But like I said, I wrote it last night. It started off as some thoughts in the shower, and I was able to put it down on paper. So I'll go ahead and start off with that and kind of go from there as far as what we're talking about in my nuggets for today. But it's a day as a trader: eat, sleep, trade, repeat. Prepare for this heat and come take a seat. Every day is different, so do what you can handle and fall in love with the candle. Ride the waves, don't drown or frown. Stand firm and straighten your crown. Buy low, sell high, but remember to watch your RSI. Blessings will always come from up in the sky. Set it, don't fret it, and no regret. If it hits support, don't abort. Trust is a must. You will break resistance if you are willing to go the distance. Come at us if you dare. We will be standing there with a flare. We are the sniper, so let's get this crowd hyper. 777 all the way to heaven. Women of wealth sneaking up on you in stealth. So something short, something sweet, just kind of touching on some points and how I feel about being a trader, and every single day is definitely different. But I decided to say, come at us if you dare, because I know there's going to be a lot of haters in our life, a lot of people with negativity, even our own family might not believe in what you're doing, but stand there with a flare gun, right? This is your SOS signal, because you are going to be that signal for anybody who is needing assistance. And so stand there with the flare, be bold, stand firm, straighten your crown. And definitely don't frown when the markets aren't going your way. Everyone says set it and forget it. I say set it, don't fret it, and don't regret it, because that's definitely it. And a lot of people I saw in the chat say, they got to stop treating their entry point as a resistance or support level. But the main thing is don't abort. When you're in a trade and you're wanting to see the beauty of the wealth come to fruition, you want to make sure that you're going to get profit. And if you're feeling uneasy about it, and you want to close out early, close out in profit. Don't close out in the negative, because that's only going to put you further behind from your goals. All pips matter, small pips and big pips. And so, G.O.B.E is teaching you a skill that will benefit your life long term, and that is group economics. That is not something that is practiced in any other industry. It is all each business unit for itself. And so you just have to remember that, all of these things are lessons for us to study and get better and better and better. And we're not solely relying on an Autobot to take our daily trades. Yes, you can have it. You can print your own money, do it while you sleep. However, you're learning a skill that's going to teach you, excuse me, something for the rest of your life that is going to make your life. It gives you the will back. Yes, Jesus has a will, but you are taking this want. And so whether this is an investment, excuse me, a savings account for you, or this is just an opportunity for you to build up to financial freedom, every little bit matters. And something that I like to look at, even for smaller accounts, is that when you're in a savings account, it takes you forever to get $1. You can make $1 a day, and that's better than your current savings account. And so even if you come out only a little in profit, that's more money that you had in your pocket. You make $5 a day, that's a Happy Meal, or, a fast food meal, depending on where you're at in the US or in the world, actually. But it adds up, like my family likes to say, stack your pennies, because you never know when you're going to need it for a rainy day. And altogether, you know, G.O.B.E is sneaking up on everybody in stealth mode. You know, we were kind of big in Trade Era, that other company, but we are bigger as an independent company, and as a business that has a beautiful foundation with the right motivation. And we're not concerned with getting rich quick. We're concerned about getting financially free long term. And so, yes, we do have to prepare for this heat. You do have to take a seat. You have to make sure that you are ready for each little journey that these candles are gonna take you on, and you have to fall in love with that candle and really drive this to be your passion. And if this is a side hustle for you, or this is your main source of income, you know, the sky is the limit. And so that's pretty much all I have to say is, you know, keep riding those waves, you know, don't drown, don't frown, straighten your crowns, everyone, because we're all kings and queens here at G.O.B.E. Go be great, y'all.
Yeah, powerful, powerful, Andron. I think she said buy low, sell high, but watch your RSI. That's a bar. Okay, we could put that in a song, right? Everybody, put bars in the chat. Just type bars in the chat for Andron, please, please, because she's full of bars, right? Bars. Beautiful, Andron. Your poems are amazing. The fact that Jordan said putting on a mixtape, G.O.B.E mixtape. Andron's gonna be doing the intermission poetry. Absolutely, we're gonna make that happen. So much talent inside of G.O.B.E Trade House. Those poems are beautiful. Please continue to do them. I think everybody definitely enjoys them. A lot of great information, guys, about playing the long game. Okay, inside of G.O.B.E Trade House and building your foundation here. Okay, to get to where you really want to be inside of this program, it's not going to be overnight. Okay, everybody should have a goal a year out from now, at least a year out from now. People who really want to be successful should have a goal 5 years out from now in Forex. Okay, but some people that can't cast a vision that far to see themselves 5 years out. Okay, but I can tell you one thing, that if you commit at least a year inside a G.O.B.E Trade House and you actually go and try to manifest your goals that you set, be very specific about your goals. How many customers do you want in your customer base? Okay, how many customers do you want? How many people you want hooked up to that Autobot? And you're getting anywhere from $50 to $60 per person, a residual income. Okay, think about that, guys. How many people do you want in your network to do that? What is your goal to retire you from your 9 to 5? Okay, everybody has a different goal. To the residual income is the bill killer. If you could at least eliminate all your bills in your rent, if you were able to just eliminate your rent, guys, in residual income, wouldn't that help you out? A lot of people, guys, $1,000 a month usually covers sometimes 80 to 90% of most people's rent. That's 20 customers in G.O.B.E Trade House. Okay, that's really not that much considering about the type of product that we have. That you could literally eliminate your rent. We have multiple people in here who's already done it in less than a month inside of this program. Okay, just to say that I don't have any rent, it's being paid in residual income because of my online business is a level of success. That's a win. Okay, so it's something to think about, guys, to start building that part of your business. But also, where do I want to be as a trader? Do I want to be a master analyzer? Okay, my Autobot, how much capital do I want on my Autobot? Okay, because I can tell you guys right now, this scale up on the Autobot is going crazy right now. I want to show you guys before the end of the call. I'm so tempted to drop another bag in this Autobot, but I'm going to wait 30 days. I'm going to let this thing play out for 30 days. I'll try my best to be patient, but I'm itching, right? I think I'm 78 for 77 on the Autobot. Yeah, I'm going to show you guys for the end of the call. I'm going to count each one out. 78 for 77. I think I made $500 in 3 days on autopilot. This thing is going crazy. Okay, so I've never seen this before, and I only started with $830. All right, if it wasn't, John Paul, he held me back. I told him I was going to drop the big bag in there, and he said, "Brother, no, just wait." So, if John Paul, if you're on right now, I'm kind of mad at you right now, but not really, not really. I'm just playing with you. No, so let me go ahead and pass it to D. I think D has some information for us before we have some announcement before the end of the call. D, how you feeling?
Yeah, so I just got an update from Chica's daughter, and the paramedics are at the house, and they were just really evaluating her. And because she had an appointment already set with her specialist later today, they were really just evaluating to see if she should be able to make it until 2:30 Eastern time. So I don't know what time is it out there, you guys? I'm on. So
It's about noon over here at Eastern time.
okay, so a couple more hours. So let's just pray that she can at least make it to her specialist, which will be most economical, we know, for one, versus an ER appointment, and more specific to her needs. So I just wanted to share that with everybody. Oh, and one other thing on another note, I have to give a shout out to Amber. She is representing today the women of G.O.B.E. Her top, I love it. I'm still waiting on mine. Ah, it's in the mail. So shout out to the women's apparel line and the women of G.O.B.E. I love it. I love it. So anyway, back to you, Kenny.
Amber, how do you feel about the women of G.O.B.E. apparel you having right now? It looks great. It looks great on you.
That dance was classic, bro.
I'm feeling amazing. I feel amazing. This is my style. Really look up to my big sis in this business. And so y'all admire me every day. Thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yes, thank you for supporting the apparel line. We have so much more coming out with the women of G.O.B.E. apparel as well. We're going to keep on evolving it, and some more G.O.B.E. Trade House apparel coming out really soon. I'm waiting on a big order myself. Very soon, that's all I'm going to be wearing on Coffee with G.O.B.E. is different. I'm going to have something different on every day. All right, because that's
You need a
pretty
model
much
for the site, Kenny. I got you.
yeah. Yeah, so I'm excited about that. I see Duca still got the dance going on. I see you, brother. There we
I
go.
can't wait.
The positive, yeah, that's all right. So let me show you guys a quick a quick update on the Autobot, if you don't mind. And then we got a lunch and learn update before the end of the call. Okay. So I want to show you this, and this is strictly just for inspiration because I'm just now getting on the Autobot just like you guys. We did beta test it. Okay, we got some data tests on the back end from our engineer, which made us the decision to go ahead and fully own it, purchase it, copyright it, and then go ahead and release it to the team. All right. Now, did I expect for the Autobot to be good? Yes, because I saw the data. Did I expect it to be this good? No. I didn't expect it to be like this. I didn't expect it to have the ability to run off numbers like how I'm experiencing and how some other people are experiencing. Just not me. I think I saw William King earlier today, or last night, posting the G.O.B.E. Facebook trade. He went 26-0 on the bot or something like that. I don't know if William's on right now, but something it's just not me. If you're having similar success on the bot where you're rarely losing right now, let me get some dollar signs in the chat. If you're somebody else who is just now getting started on the bot and you have your parameters set up correctly, let me get some dollar signs in the chat. Okay. Yes, Myra, I know I've been watching you. Incredible friend. A lot of people. Okay, Markel, 10 for 10. That's crazy. Our brother Joe. All right, Vernell, 4 for 4. All right. Jordan's having success. Okay. The only difference what's happening with me right here, guys, is that I just have the bigger account balance and I'm trading with the $1.70 at pip. It's taking the same exact trades. We're looking at the same exact pairs. There's nothing different. So, which means that you would have the same success. So I'm only going to do this one time. This is going to be kind of a long count, but I got to do it just so you could say that you saw it. All right. So this is right here, last time where we started, where I had my first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trades, when my account was at about $300 or so. I put the $544 in my account, which put me at around $840 in that range. So that's 6 winning trades, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Lost that one, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 70, 76, and my new account balance is $1,317, starting from about $830 something dollars. And my first day doing this was last Thursday. So today's Wednesday, so we're right around 72 hours, over $500 earned on the bot. So this is some amazing results. These are real results on a live account. Okay. So hopefully this inspires you guys, and spread this message. Okay. Spread the message about the Autobot. But if people aren't going to get with you on the Autobot, they will in these next 60 to 90 days once they start seeing your results. All right. Once you start scaling up. All right. And the deal is, even if they don't, you're still going to be successful. Okay. So it's good if they do, but your job is just to spread the message and be a messenger. But at the end of the day, our success inside of Go.B Trade House is not necessarily dependent on anybody else. It depends on your level of participation and your level of belief. And all you could do is spread the message, put it on your social media. A lot of folks are going to start knocking at your door to get access to this bot once they see how it manifests over these next 60 to 90 days, once you start scaling it up. All right. And the crazy thing is, we're just now getting started on this thing. We're just now getting started. All right. We're less than a month in. We're just going to evolve our ability on the bot and how we use it, and in our techniques. So very excited about it. I hope you guys are too. And I wanted to say something. So Joe, about the lunch and learn today, we had something that we wanted to do, or did you have anything you wanted to say before we start bringing the call to a
Yes,
close?
yes. So since it's, we're on the hour right now, I think we can take a 15-minute intermission, and basically today's lunch and learn, I think it's going to be very key because, we talk about strategies and marketing of support resistance, all the basics of Forex on the physical side, but we don't ever get to the psychology part of it. And so, as we mentioned offline, that me and you, I let you, handle that part because you probably have one of the most experience on the team. So, and that's how we learn from each other. So you'll be able to share your experience because that's how we learn. So that's what today's lunch and learn will be about: the psychology of Forex. And then just like any other call, we want to have a 30 minutes time frame, and then everybody will be able to ask questions at the end of it. So I said a 15 minutes break from once we close, and then we're going to the lunch and learn. We're talking about the psychology of Forex.
Absolutely. So I will be on the lunch and learn today, going over how to control your greed, your patience, your discipline, psychology. 80% of your Forex life is going to be based around this. The other part is strategy and skill. Okay. And your account balance and all that stuff like that. Right. But if your psychology game is not on point, all right, then you're going to have a lower conversion on any trade that you take. So hopefully you guys, I'm going to share some nuggets with you guys. So let's take about a 15-minute intermission, and I'll be on with Joe on the lunch and learn, dropping some nuggets for you guys around psychology today. Okay. So other than that, I think we can go ahead and close out the call. It's been a powerful Wow Wednesday. All right. So next Wednesday, we're going to do it again. Everybody, prayers up to Chica for a speedy recovery. All right. And we're going to keep our sister in prayer. Okay. Other than that, everybody, we'll see you guys in the next 15 minutes on the lunch and learn. Go be great, go be amazing, go be a master trader, and go set up that Autobot. All right. Peace, everybody. Everybody have a great day.
Go be great.